We back. Welcome to the Diddy Lair. You're not escaping this time. Movies I thought was weird. Jumping into it. We're gonna get into it right now.
So a while back, I
bar
made a video
keep
going
throwing
over
me
some
off,
movies
bro.
I thought were weird.
Hate that.
But that video was majority movies handpicked by me. What would happen if I let y'all pick the movies?
All right.
That's exactly what we'll be doing today.
Probably
Today,
something
once
weak.
again, I'll be going over some weird movies. But this time, these are movies sent to
My bro kind of remind me of freaking Generosity. Who this? I gotta do my research on that.
by you guys. We gonna start from goofy, bizarre, you know, fever dream movies, and eventually the disturbing ones. And they got disturbing. First
I need
one
her
up,
too.
B movie. This one was sent in by Ken from the Discord server last video. Was good, Ken. And I spoke about it
Bruh.
a bit last time. I didn't get to really dive in.
How you get your girl taken by a bee? She essentially fell out of love with you and fell in love with an itty bitty tiny little bee. That's tough. At that point, you might as well go to the highest point of the skyscraper, jump off head first. That's crazy.
Deep, you know, get into the nitty gritty. We all know B movie, a movie about a bee named Barry who, after
Classic.
graduating college and not wanting to get stuck in a boring job, meets a human and accidentally discovers that humans consume and use
I
honey.
get
And
Barry,
so
though.
he decides to sue the entire human race. Don't know how
She was
that
a little
makes sense,
baddie.
but you know, it's B movie. There's a lot of weird stuff in this movie, and I mean a lot. Bees out here whipping cars and they can fly.
Yeah, that is crazy. He was freaking. He was sword fighting a bee with a thumbtack. This was a pretty goofy movie.
Bees even out here
Good
dating
though.
their cousins. That's probably the most relatable one. But what I really want to talk about in this
Wait,
movie.
hold on. No, bro, Derek. We're not about to skip past that. Like you didn't say that. Like you just said it was relatable. We're not skipping past that, bro.
Bees even out here dating their cousins. That's probably the most relatable one. But what I really want
For
to
you.
talk about in this movie is I don't even know what to call it.
heck?
The situationship, the love triangle between Barry, Vanessa, and Ken. Bro, this is inexcusable. You know how messed up it is that Ken, I just realized y'all got the same name, Ken. Ken has to just sit there and tolerate his girl chilling with, cooking for, and getting rizzed by his
That's
allergy.
crazy. Got this whole joint set up is crazy. That's so freaking nuts, bro. Like, both of them gotta die. The bee has to die, and the girl gotta die. Like,
It's already bad enough that he's not human, but she's pretty much leaving him for the enemy. That would be like me coming
tough,
home
though.
walking in on
She
my girl
tough.
in bed with a shrimp or a cat or a shrimp cat. I would be sick. The most messed up part is in this movie, the boyfriend Ken, he's supposed to be like the one that's tripping. He's the goofy one, over the top, the one we all laughed at as a kid. Haha, he's bad, his girl's into bees. But no, he's the only sensible one. What do a bee and a human even have in common? As much as racist people say otherwise, none of us come in shades of yellow. I can see why he crashed out and tried to kill Barry. This is ridiculous. And before any of y'all
That is
say
fresh out of it.
Barry didn't have romantic feelings for Vanessa. Oh yeah? Then why does this movie have a deleted scene where Barry is trying to call off their wedding that he planned? Oh, bet you ain't know about that, did you? Next one up, I was gonna go over it regardless, but shout out to Mr. Eder for
I ain't know
suggesting
that. That's
it. Oh, you
crazy.
Arabic, my boy? Assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam.
Good, go ahead.
Dominican. Minecraft. Man, before I talk about this movie, I need to tell y'all
I still
how
haven't seen
much
this.
I loved Minecraft as a kid. Y'all don't understand. Every day after elementary, I'd come home and watch Sky Does Minecraft and Team Crafted play cops and robbers,
Elementary?
or Hunger Games, or just a mod review. These videos,
must be a young
this
buck.
game made me want to be a YouTuber.
Derek must be young.
Obviously, that was before everything that happened with Sky, but that doesn't change the fact that I loved it. Bro, I loved this game so much, I had worlds where I would build homes for my grandparents like they were gonna play with me.
Nah, but I think you could put Minecraft probably in your top 5. Like, someone put Minecraft top 5. Honestly, Minecraft top 2, that's not crazy. That's not a crazy thing to say. You don't understand how good Minecraft was. Nah, but Minecraft is definitely, even to this day, joint tough.
They don't know what Minecraft is, but that's just how much
They weren't tapped
I
in like
loved it.
us.
I thought
That's
anybody
facts.
could play. So for me last year to see a Minecraft movie trailer, I was hyped. It meant the world to me. You know,
It's still
about
like
10
some
years
butt,
too
though.
late for me, but I was still hyped. But then I saw Jack Black as Steve and Jason Momoa as Jason Momoa. Oh my goodness, they ruined my childhood. Or so
Yeah.
I thought. As some of y'all may have seen on my community post or on my IG, I went to watch it this weekend. And honestly, it wasn't terrible. I might even say It was an enjoyable experience. I'm not saying it's a
I have to watch
cinematic
to believe that,
masterpiece.
bro.
It's not The Godfather or anything. But with a decently sized crowd and some friends who played Minecraft and don't take stuff too seriously, you'll enjoy it. Like honestly, the movie had no depth to it. The storyline was bland. It was really just Jack Black doing funny faces and line deliveries. But bro, that was probably the funnest theater experience I've had since No Way Home. Like no joke, in my theater, every time they made a reference to something, everyone would just start applauding. I
don't know if it's me. I'm tired of Jack Black, man. Jack Black is not like that. We done with the early 2000s, bro. Frick Jack Black, bro. How did he even get this role? I don't know. I don't know. Jack Black ain't that fire of an actor, bro.
am Steve.
Full hate.
Flint and Steel. Chicken jockey. I'm serious too. This dude Steve could have taken a dump on screen and they still would have applauded. And that's what this movie was. It was a they did the thing movie. And it was
12,
great. My
probably
favorite scenes were the one at the ending where the villain kept trying to sneak attack Steve and kept failing. That one genuinely made me laugh. They also had this little side story with this villager who accidentally goes into the real world, and after he gets freaking hit by a car, he ends up falling in love with Jennifer Coolidge and they get married the next day. Like it was so random. And of course, the Technoblade tribute, that was sweet. W to Sebastian, the kid who played Henry, for suggesting it. Literally only issues I have with this movie, besides the, you know, the chaotic plot, is one, there was too many spider jockeys.
Like the cast just seemed out of place.
Dude, there was this weird scene during the Elytra sequence where Jack Black and Jason Momoa started.
I feel like it would be better if the cast was like more on the younger side. We don't need these old niggas, man. The frick we need them in Minecraft for? Like it's more like a young buck type set. It should have been younger bucks. And if they were gonna be older, at least probably like in their 20s. Not you 40, 50.
69.
Like going somewhere
small hole? Like, are we serious, bro? I had to watch this in 3D. Minecraft movie for what it is, though, it was enjoyable. I'm actually glad it was random and goofy and not how I played Minecraft. Man, the way I treat my villagers.
Oh, nah.
But yeah, it was good. Weird. This movie was only the tip of the iceberg compared to the other movies y'all sent. And I just kind of wanted to review it. The next movie is sent in by the homie Joe on IG. Some of y'all may know him. He's a pretty popular guy. And the movie he sent in is Velocipaster. This is definitely a movie. This movie is a low-budget movie, and I mean very low budget, about an ex-pastor who, after losing his parents to an accident, this is the accident, by the way, because they couldn't afford fire effects for this movie. He drives. That's
crazy. Like, come on, bro. That's they didn't even show the joint on fire. No crash, no nothing. Just text on the screen. Like they could have threw something and cap cut something, bro. After Effects, somebody could have figured this joint out. This is
accident, by the way, because they couldn't afford fire effects for this movie. He drives to China to help rediscover his faith. And after getting attacked by ninjas, ninjas, he's handed this tooth that curses him with the ability to become a dinosaur. A dinosaur. This movie is so random. I thought Hoodwinked was crazy, but the plot of this movie is literally the pastor Doug and his hooker girlfriend.
Hooker's crazy. Why does he kind of look like a Matt Pat though, man? This is Matt Pat. If it wasn't for YouTube or theater, bro would have been doing this, man.
I'm not even being mean, by the way. She's actually a prostitute. Are on a mission to take down this church. Why, you may be asking? Well, because the church is ran by this ninja clan.
If he's a pastor, why the freak he got a prostitute woman?
And who, by using Christianity and Coca-Cola, plan on achieving world domination. I didn't make any of that up. I'm not gonna lie, for all its craziness, this was one of the funnest ones to watch as a video. The dinosaur suit looked so bad that it was actually hilarious. They also had funny random scenes that didn't make any sense. Like at the end when this ninja attacks Kiro, but then he just starts crying. Like, bro, wasn't y'all go to kill her? Or even before that, when Doug arrives to confront the ninjas and finds out one of them is his brother, like, okay, and then he just kills him with no remorse.
That's crazy.
Nothing.
Okay.
All right. This is
that look crazy.
To watch your friends. You got nothing else to watch. That's what.
This joint's still probably better than Twilight. Still probably better than Spy Kids 3D. Like as a kid, Spy Kids 3D was kind of tough. It did hit different though. But I rewatched it recently, bro. Hot doo doo butter. Like the effects are so terrible. CGI was just trash. Terrible. Honestly, like it was bad.
I'm actually grateful for this one because this was the last of the silly, fun, goofy movie sent in by y'all. Now we get into the disturbing one. cats.
Okay.
This next one comes in from Mr. Stinky99 on YouTube, who told me to watch the movie Cats. Mr. Stinky, go shower, bro. Don't be proud of that. Put a Mr. in front of Stinky. Don't be proud. And before I get into this one, y'all already know how I feel about this furry stuff. And y'all know I'm allergic to cats. And this movie is literally all about humanoid cats. Mr. Stinky99. When I catch you, I'm not gonna lie, I can.
Y'all may not understand the vision. I see the vision. I see it. I see it very clear and colorful, really. I see it. I see it. Y'all may not understand the vision, but it's all good. The Quaymeister sees it.
I can see why this movie did horrible in theaters. It's literally a musical about cats who are, I don't even know what they're trying to do. Don't ask me for the plot of this one, because the whole time watching this, I was too busy being uncomfortable because of these cats' designs. Like, am I tripping, or does this look kind of sexual?
No, it looks perfectly fine. Breaks with it. I think they did a good job. You know what I mean? Hopefully, you know, they got all the actresses. Got exactly, you know what I'm saying? They do payment, man. I'm sure they did a wonderful job. That's fact.
I mentioned to y'all last video was Zootopia, that this furry stuff be throwing me off. But this is even worse than Zootopia, because at least in Zootopia, the animals are moving like humans.
Now, I've seen some of y'all, we was talking about, I forgot what stream was. We was talking something about movies, and y'all was like, hear me out on the bunny joint. So if y'all can say, hear me out about the bunny from Zootopia, I should be able to do a hear me out on the cat freaking movie. All right? Don't judge me.
Except that one scene. But in this one, these are real humans moving like animals, hissing at each other, making cat noises, walking on all fours, and they're like kind of naked. To make things worse, the real humans in this cast are some pretty popular people. Rebel Wilson, Jason Derulo, I'm not that surprised about that one. Idris Elba, and one no one would have ever expected, Taylor Swift. Yeah, she's in the movie. And guess what? As another cat.
I'll tell you, look good in there.
Hear me out though. I just can't watch this. There's nothing technically inappropriate about this movie, because they just cats. Cats are always naked.
That's so random though.
It doesn't feel right. And I don't want to hear no one say, you're only hating because you allergic. I'll have you know, even though these dudes nearly kill me, I still think cats are cute. I even took care of a stray mama cat when I was a kid back in DR. Gave her milk and everything. R.I.P. But bro, you can't expect me to like cats.
What was he doing?
When I was a kid back in DR. Gave her milk and everything. R.I.P. But bro, you
like on his back, legs spread, tail erect. Nah, this is definitely my type of movie, man. This is definitely my type of movie. I need to find where I can watch this.
Can't expect me to like cats this much. Some cat moms out there though, I wouldn't be surprised. All I'm saying is you won't see a movie this weird come from a dog lover. That's all I'm saying. Oh, this next one is sent in by MM from the Discord.
Good
MM, my dog. Why would you send this? Off the rip, this movie is different because instead of it being in English, it's in Norwegian. That already made me scratch my head at it. It's about a Norwegian dude named Christian who owns a dog, but as you...
That's a dog? Man, that's a human, bro. That ain't no motherfucking dog. Already.
That's not a freaking dog. It's just a dude in a suit. It's supposed to be like one of those my partner identifies as a dog type of situations. Yeah.
Another one. I see the vision. The blonde? I think she was blonde. That was pretending to be a dog. Y'all may not be able to understand it. The thick joint, y'all might not be able to understand it. I see the vision very clearly. Very clear.
Y'all know those videos.
Need
and
that.
I know the Bible says love thy neighbor, and I do love my neighbors. But bro, if I visited my mom's house and saw this as her pet, all the love is gone. I can't rock with this. I'm not gonna lie. This one has to be the worst one so far. It's worse than any of the ones from the last video. I know I said send me weird movies, but this movie is weird.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's a little uncomfortable, but it's really just some musical.
At least some baddies.
Oddly erotic looking cats. But this one, look, and why did you send this? I thought y'all rocked with me. I go over a lot of horror movies on this channel, and this movie made me feel more uneasy than any of the ones I've been over. Every scene of the dog next to the owner, or eating, or chilling in bed with him, just grosses me the heck.
Like, you know, bro was down bad to get a role. Like, he went down so low to be in this movie and to be in this weird dog suit, bro. You better off being in Tubi, bro. Better off. You might as well been thrown in a Samir Bravani video.
heck out. Am I bugging? I just don't
Heck
want to
no.
see this. I almost didn't finish watching it until I seen how deep this plot gets. Man, it gets deep. So the owner of the dog in this movie, this is like normal to him. Owning Frank, that's the dog's name, it's just regular to him. Like you can go down to freaking Petco and pick one of them up. So when he gets to scrolling on Tinder and matches with this shorty, he introduces her to Frank like it's regular, like he's introducing like a family Yorkie or something.
Yeah, something might be wrong.
The girl is obviously, thankfully, weirded out. So she lets him know, he says okay, and then she leaves. All the right decisions have been made. For now. But then she finds out our boy, I take that back, he's not my boy. The dude Christian is a multi-millionaire. And y'all already know how some ladies be when it comes to that cheddar. So guess what she does?
Yeah.
She goes back. Yup. This pissed
Oh
me
yeah.
off too. It was right here where I almost stopped watching. But then it got a little interesting. So the girl Sigrid, that's her name, eventually adjusts to this weird lifestyle because Christian tells her that's his childhood friend who wanted to live like this and blah 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 blah. So she's cool chilling with Christian.
Is the money worth it though?
Adjusting. Until one day Christian decides to take all three of them up to this cabin he has for, you know, a little weekend getaway. And while up there, he tells Sigrid, no phones. You know, you want to disconnect, be in nature, enjoy the
not in the woods in the cabin with, like, bro, it's already bad. It's with a relative, not stranger, but someone you don't really know that well. You in the cabins in the woods with the weirdo, you know he a weirdo. And he got another weird friend that's pretending to be a freaking a dog, a canine. And I can't have my phone? Come on, bro. That's already a freaking recipe for the disaster. Facts.
So Sigrid agrees. Yup,
Real
could already
spill.
sense the weird stuff coming. And that very same night, after having a couple of drinks, Christian walks out the room and leaves Sigrid alone with the dog. And in a turn of events,
The dog gonna try to hump on the chick.
the dog doesn't attack Sigrid or anything weird like that. He actually warns her. He tells her this weird dog thing going on, he didn't want to do this. He's being forced to because Christian is a psycho. I told y'all.
Yeah, we knew that.
I told y'all. This movie subverts your expectations to the max. Instead of the dog being like this killer furry thing, it's actually the owner who turns out to be the sicko. Which low-key kind of makes sense. If you into this type of lifestyle, I'm not gonna lie, I think you're capable of anything. But it does not end there, because this movie also has one of the most disturbing endings I've seen in a minute. So after finding out Frank is not willingly being a good boy, Sigrid eventually escapes after Frank gave her a window of opportunity. But realizing he's probably being tortured, she goes back to save him. And that was her worst mistake.
Hell nah.
After knocking out Christian while saving Frank, we see Christian get back up and knock her out. Should've just left, my girl. You should've just left. We didn't get a mini time skip. How far into the future? We don't know yet. But what we do see is Christian feeding Frank like normal. Okay, that's kind of sad to see, but it's still
She in the
expected.
cage
But
too?
then we see Christian head to the barn outside and feed another dog. Yup, y'all know who's in that suit. It's Sigrid, who has been turned into another dog human just like Frank.
What the hell?
Girl, you should have just left. But, it's not over. Because when Christian gets back in the house, we see a third bowl. And I'm not gonna lie to you. The second he put the third bowl down, I already knew what was about to happen. Call me a genius, call it my sixth sense, or call it predictable, but I just knew. The person that approaches that third bowl is a baby. Specifically, Christian.
Yo, what the Okay, they had a kid, and now the baby's gonna grow up being a freaking, like, what's wrong with this guy? What's wrong with this director for making this? Like, why is this something that you thought of in your head to spit out? Like, yeah, man, this gonna hit different. It's gonna change the freaking game.
Christian and Sigrid's baby, who he's raising as a dog. Oh my. How could these get any worse? This next one, guys, I actually had to put down for a few hours and come back to it. So, you know, warning to my female viewers for this one. I mean, warning to all of you, but especially my female viewers. It's very uncomfortable. This next one comes in from Ali Grijalva _56 on Instagram. I hope I said your name right. Who sent in the movie Teeth. Girl with teeth in her. Okay. So as Ali said, this movie's about a girl who's, you know, her box has teeth in it. Yeah, I know. It's gross for them to sounds. But let me tell you, this movie, although listed as a horror comedy, there is nothing comedic about this movie at all. It's not even scary either. It's just uncomfortable and gross. Like, honestly, after Good Boy...
Can she eat through her vagina? How does that work? can she still acquire nutrients by shoving it up her cooch? So if she got a ham sandwich, right? Do she shove it in like these and then they just get the munching? And do she get the same taste? I don't know. That would be crazy though. That would be crazy.
I didn't think it could get any worse, but
like imagine you on a dinner date, y'all eating spaghetti. She just grab a thing of spaghetti under the table. That's, you know, that might turn me on.
Y'all never fail to impress. Literally the scariest part of this movie, if you still want to deem it a horror movie, is not even the teeth in her poom poom. It's having to see the main character go through hella traumatic stuff. Like, I
might need that.
You to laugh at your suffering. I don't know this girl. There's something funny about this. Well, there's that one funny scene, but besides that, I'll let you know how weird this movie is. The dude who screams that line, is a male gynecologist who, after inspecting our main character, gets his fingers bitten off. Yeah, I know. I was thinking the same thing you are. Male gynecologist? Why is that even a thing? In this movie, the main character, Don, discovers in a not so cool way that her teeth are like a defense mechanism that, when provoked, will bite. AKA, cut off dudes' willies. Yeah, I know, gave me flashbacks to Candyman. And although this may seem like a curse, the main character discovers it's low-key a superpower. Because not only does she discover that the teeth only activate when bad stuff is happening, meaning she can still lead a normal life in the future, but by the end of the movie, after Dawn enacts her revenge on these two dudes by, you know, chopping off their Vienna sausages, one was her stepbrother, by the way, and his
So like, what if like she just had a boyfriend? Like, does it not activate? She could still get pushed through the mattress, no problem? Or will it it become sentient and just mid-stroke, just like that, death grip? You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's worth it.
His dog ended up eating said chopped off Vienna sausage. By the way, Dawn skips town and we see Dawn plans on using her teeth as some sort of vigilante, punishing weirdos out there in the world by chopping off their bing bongs. I mean, cool. And now the weirdest.
I mean, you know, turning your toothy vagina into a weapon of mass destruction. That's noble, but like, that's crazy. That sounds crazy. Good deed, but like, body count gonna be soaring, skyrocketing.
The most disturbing movie of the video.
Diddy
the
party.
Strange thing about the Johnsons. Oh boy.
I haven't seen this in forever.
Dion_McDonald 086 on Instagram. Mr. McDonald, you getting blocked for sending this movie. No, don't laugh. I'm being serious. Now, I discovered this movie in 7th grade, and I haven't been the same since. Because this movie is quite literally the definition of weird. I don't even want to go.
It's honest. Yeah, I forgot how it fully go, but I do remember it being one of the weirdest short films I've ever seen. Like, straight
over it, honestly. I don't want to put y'all through what I went through, but I'ma try. Dion said try, so now I gotta try. This movie is about a family of 3, the Johnsons. Now, what's so strange about them? Well, the son is in love with his father. Hold the shock, it only gets weirder. So this love, quote unquote, is one-sided, thankfully. But the son doesn't seem to care whether or not his dad feels the same, because he spends the next few years, I can't even say it, y'all. I can't.
Yeah, with the son light, the son gonna take, whether the dad like it or not. In the famous words of King Von, you be asking, I be taking. Okay? Take that.
He spends the next few years just doing what he pleases with his father. Again, I like to emphasize, his father does not feel the same. So put 2 and 2 together, what's happening? Yep.
Son, I don't want to... Like, breaking through the door. You gonna take this meat? You gonna get her back and take this meat? Son, I don't want to take your meat anymore. It's been 14 years. I don't want your meat anymore. Shut up. Get on the bed. All right. Take them pants off. Take them drawers off, too. Yeah, you already know what time it is. You know how I'm coming. Literally.
you can be shocked. And that's what this whole movie
Yeah,
is built
give me that
around,
butt.
the weirdo son's actions and how they affect not only the father, but the family as a whole.
That
And
butt
it's
mine.
horrifying. Seeing the light disappear from the dad's eyes over the years, seeing him too scared to even stand up for himself, seeing the mom just sit there and let it happen, it's all just,
Pause. Let that been me. Bro would have got shot straight through the chest. Facts.
it's so uncomfortable. Yeah, this movie is weird. Don't watch it. I'm serious. No, like, look at me. Look at this picture of me. Do not watch it. I'm not gonna continue to explain anything else that happened. Just know the father ends up dying and the mother kills her son after he tells his mom he loved his dad more than she ever could. Okay.
Movies I thought were weird. These were weird. From the dog, even the B movie. Strange thing about the Johnson. Time for Din Din. Situation like that for the Johnson joint, what would you do if you're the dad? Are you going to stand up and defend yourself? Or are you going to be the good little boy that you are and take that? I think we both know the answer to that, though. But, hope y'all enjoyed it. Catch y'all later. I'm out.